have applied for my LTK about 2 times, and I just kind of got tired of them. Every time they'll come back, they'll tell me.
Wait a minute. Because you keep saying things that I know friends don't know about, because I don't know what LTK is either. What is LTK?
LTK is Let's Get to Know. It is a app. If you are a fashion creator, a lot of fashion creators have that app where you can connect your items and get things that you buy if you purchase from Walmart and things like that, and you can get a commission. So I was just scrolling Instagram one day, and Bendable came up. I spoke about Bendable in my live on this morning.
Can I tell y'all, Mary was dropping gems. Mary was over there teaching. Taught me some things. What resonated most for me, Mary, was that you said, create a product and sell it. You created a planner and you now sell it on Amazon.
Yes. And I'm telling you, my royalties from it, I get a royalty. I get a royalty check from Amazon.
Because you're a queen.
Yes. They actually call it royalty. So, just like the songwriters, they getting royalties from their music and stuff like that. So I get a royalty every month. Well, not every month, every 3 months from Amazon for what I have sold from my planner. So guys, don't look at the price of it, because honey, you got to put all your coins together. All your coins together. So so don't be, as I was saying, I was kind of discouraged with LTK because I applied for them 2 times, but it cost me to take a look at my channel and clean it up. That's another reason why I took my fashion to another to my backup channel, because they told me they needed to see more fashion content. They give you suggestions. They let you know why they turn you down.
I like that, because at least they told you some things to do.
Yeah, so I know what to do, and that's what I'm working on and stuff. So, but I found Bendable, and I'm able to link a lot of things that I want to link, perfumes, fashion, camera, all that stuff. You can link it and get a commission for anyone who wants to purchase it. Just send them to your Bendable account, and they can purchase it from there. So yeah, guys, just keep at it. It's always a workaround to everything and stuff. So definitely anyone who is a new creator, just starting out, and just keep pushing. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna keep pushing. I want to be like KendyK when I grow up.
Now KendyK is a woman of a particular age, y'all. This thing is gonna be 50 in October. Mary, before you go, and you're welcome to stay as long as you need to, but we want to let Low Carb Queen, another one of our YouTube friends, connect with us and talk about her channel. Mary, tell us what that second channel is, your new fashion channel.
Yes, Styles by Mary. Styles by Mary.
And I'm subscribed. And let me tell you why. Because I'm a woman of a particular age, just like Mary, because I'm a plus size woman, a curvy woman, whatever you want to call it. I love how Mary twists and turns and shows us the fashions. I loved that pink semi-formal dress that you paired with the jean jacket. And I said, I'll be doggone. That looks adorable.
Thank you so much.
I never would have thought that, Mary. I just want you to know, friend, that
thank you.
I'm clocking your channel, y'all. Sometimes a lot. KendyK's eyes get tired after I've worked all day, and I have to take these glasses off, and I basically just have to rest my brain. But I'm all the time watching the folks who watch me. I mind the business that minds me and my channel over here. Y'all, we've got more friends gathered. Y'all, it's Coffee No Cream Live. So we're going to pass this mic over to the low carb queen. Low carb queen, tell us all about your channels here. Y'all lean into this now from a content creator perspective. We have a question in the chat, low carb queen, and then I'm handing it off to you. The question was, can you have multiple YouTube channels?
Well, first of all,
you see, she laughed. So now you're gonna see why she's laughing. Welcome to Coffee No Cream. You'll be next.
first of all, let me say hi to you, KendyK, and hi to everyone on the panel, and hello to everyone in the chat. I so appreciate you, KendyK, for real. I appreciate all that you do. Excuse me, here to support and behind the scenes. And I'm like, Mary, you did a thing, okay? You did a thing with intention. You came in, and for you to be monetized in a year and a half, that's phenomenal, because you know the numbers, the stats. You know, very few people, it's less than 10% of people that get monetized, period. Okay, so again, for you to do that, I'm like her, you've got my ear. You know what I mean? Because when you do a lot of reading and research and stuff like that, you know, somebody's got to be able to tell you something or show you something. Okay. And so you did just that. So kudos to you.
We're learning from each other, though. Kim is the low carb queen, y'all. Kim has multiple channels. She's going to have this opportunity to talk a little bit about each of those channels. I'm just giving her a moment, y'all. Kim is recovering from COVID as she's in the real streets supporting America's young people as a retired high school math teacher. Now going back to helping our littlest people in America's public schools, y'all. She just has a heart for young people and for children. And so, y'all, those babies gave her COVID quick, fast, and in a hurry. And so she's still pushing on, has already been at work today. And I'm saying you need to take off the rest of the week so that you can fully get well and recover from this COVID, because y'all, COVID is still out here, and y'all protect yourself. COVID and influenza A and B. And so take it away, low carb queen. Tell us about all three channels so that folks can connect with you. And then Coffee No Cream, welcome, friend. You will be next to talk about these Coffee No Cream moments and your channel.
Okay, so my first channel is PastorKims Corner. I started that by giving out a scripture every day. Excuse me, my goal was to get everybody, make sure that people had access to the Word of God, especially, you know, with COVID, you know, where people weren't going to church as much, and even after COVID, they still aren't. So, you know, a lot of times people don't like to read the Word. So if they can get a scripture a day about the Word of God, that was my goal, and that will always be my goal for PastorKims Corner. That channel did become monetized. I've talked about that before, of how I used growth streams to help that channel get monetized. And I was doing the same thing, learning as I go. I also started my weight loss journey on that channel, but I wanted to kind of keep everything separate. Thank you. You see the other one? Okay, thank you. I wanted to try to keep everything separate. So the one about wild banshees education, it might be in my room. So that's when I branched off and started Low Carb Queen. I started as Keto Queen because I was trying to do keto, and you know, it started out really, really well. The key thing with all of the channels, period, is the consistency. And so I started out as Keto Queen. Then I realized I couldn't do 20 carbs a day. So I changed to Low Carb Queen. And it's just showing a weight loss journey, showing different recipes, a lot of keto recipes. You know, I just wanted to share the journey and say, again, if I can do this as far as the weight loss journey is concerned, anybody can do it, because I've been trying to, you know, lose weight after 5 children, you know, yada, 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 trying to get myself at least close to a healthy weight loss plan. My third channel, which I sort of started, I had this channel sitting for a while. It's probably older than Low Carb Queen, because I was trying, when I learned about ASMRs, I was trying to do ASMRs over there. So I had it just sitting dormant. I had put up some videos. So I looked at it one day and I had 300 and something subscribers. I was like, what? Because I hadn't been doing anything over there. So
I've been seeing your ASMR stuff, and I thought it was like brand new content for you. But then I saw the dates on some of them, and it's lovely. It's music. It's these vibrant, high 4K pictures and images. It's great.
But see, that's on low carb. On my third channel, which is I Am Here, which is a faceless channel, I started that channel as ASMR, you know, cutting vegetables and stuff like that. But I have subsequently taken, if not all of those videos down, taken most of those down. And I was just doing shorts with music to scriptures. And I've started to add long ones to that. But that's kind of on the back burner right now because I'm really trying to focus on Low Carb Queen, trying to get it monetized by the end of September. And if not, you know, a couple weeks after that. But I'm looking to get my first quote unquote income from Low Carb Queen before 2025 is out. That is my goal. And so
I'm with you. Low Carb Queen. I heard that goal. She came on the panel. Thank you for joining us up on the stage on the panel, and thank you for, you know how powerful it is for the words that come out of our mouth, and you just gave the goal publicly in this space that you want to fully monetize Low Carb Queen with 4,000 watch hours and 1,000 subscribers by the end of September. Y'all, let's help Low Carb Queen meet that goal. You know what to do. Check out the channel. You can get a link to the channel in the chat. And y'all, this is why we're here. Let's grow, let's grow, let's grow. Go ahead, Low Carb Queen.
So, so I, you know, we talk about chat. I did cancel my subscription and so far so good. Everything is running smoothly. I'm getting the same information that I was getting with that subscription.
So how much did you save each month by canceling?
That was $20 a month. Yeah, that's
using the free. Y'all, I've been learning more about Chat GPT because I've been making myself use Chat GPT every day because Chat GPT is very intuitive, meaning the more you use it, it will learn what you like and how you like it, and it will remember what you are searching for and what questions you are asking it, and it will get smarter. That's the beauty of supercomputing these days, right? Especially for a content creation perspective. And so we were able to save Low Carb Queen at $20. That's a $20 holla, right?
Listen.
So hey.
And so what I did do, just to let you in, because I use ChatGPT for a lot too. So I told Chat, it knows, it has the history of my channel, Low Carb Queen. I told it how many watch hours I had left to be monetized. And at the time that I told it, I had 1,096 watch hours left. And I told them that I wanted to be monetized in 30 days, if that's possible. So this is what I love about Chat. So it wrote out a clear plan, and it gave me that plan all the way up until the end of November. Okay. It said how many lives, how many long videos. It estimated how many hours the live would bring, how many watch hours the long version videos would bring, and then it'll create the whole sheet for you. So then it said, okay, the actual hours, this is how many hours we think it should get, but of course we know that depends on how long the video is and stuff like that. And so then it compares that to the actual hours. So all I have to do is go in and put the actual hours, and then it'll calculate what it's going to be, and then it'll change all the numbers all the way down, so you can see based on what you put in. So that's what I'm working on now.
Let me just make sure everybody heard that. You told the free version of Chat GPT how many watch hours you have now on Low Carb Queen. That's your channel. One of Kim's channels. And it gave you a detailed plan for how to fully monetize that channel in 30 days for free, using the free version of Chat GPT. Come on, somebody. Y'all better come along and get in this Shop Talk virtual content creator makerspace. I've already been showing how to get what you need out of Chat GPT, a version 5. That's the newest version of Chat GPT, version 5. They just dropped at the beginning of August for free for content creators. We're gonna do you mind if we pass on to the to Coffee No Cream to give an introduction to her channel?
What can I just say one more thing?
Yes.
I just want to do a little plug, since we were talking about multiple streams of income. Y'all know, I know I have the Etsy channel. Now the Etsy store. I'll be working on that for the holidays, because like last year I set a goal. I hadn't really been doing a lot, and I set a goal. I was just like, okay, I want to make $100. Just let me make $100 for December. And so I set that goal. I pushed the store, and I made over $100 last year in the month of December.
Congratulations. I'm fully monetized, but I've not yet gotten my first YouTube chat.
So here's some, I heard Mary talking about Amazon. There are a lot of things that you can do when you're on YouTube to have the multiple streams of income. This was a book that I created. It's a journal, Moments of Grace, a 52-week journal for women. Okay. This is a children's coloring book that I created. And these are on Amazon, or you can get them directly from me. And this is a daily attitude of gratitude journal that I also created. This is my favorite because it has so many things in it. And then I also have a book that's called The Bowels of Urban Education. A lot of times I write to bring closure. And so that book, when I was finishing up with Title I schools, I wrote about that because it was a lot of things in there. I don't want to take up too much time, but yeah, thank you for this opportunity.
Well, let me just say this. I am adding the content creator journal from Mary's life journey to my September KendyK's crew party. If you're a member of KendyK's crew, that's crew with a K. And so we'll use some of your featured merch that you sell in your Etsy store. We will feature some of that for the KendyK's Crew's October birthday bash edition.
My birthday's in October too. I think I asked you about
we got to do big things for the Libras. If your birthday is in October, y'all drop that in the chat because I got some special things now. You want to make that known if your birthday is in October, because that's KendyK celebrating all month long. We're gonna pass that thing right on over to none other than our sister friend, Coffee No Cream Live. She's a new podcaster in these YouTube streets. She's coming to us in her own way. Y'all check out the channel, because I'm talking about when Coffee No Cream interviewed on my channel. Do you even recall how many subscribers you had, Coffee No Cream, at that moment?
It was it wasn't even 300.
Now, y'all, I hope y'all seated for this. And how many subscribers do you have now?
I think right now I have I hit 4,000 this morning. So I'm at like maybe 4,015 or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That just about took me out.
I just think that's confirmation I'm doing what God wants me to do right now. That's all.
Your podcast and your talk of Coffee No Cream moments has validated me and validated the experiences, the microaggressions, the macroaggressions that I experience in the workplace, that I experience living in my homes in the South and on the West Coast. And let me get real specific here, in the Pacific Northwest.
Yeah.
Oregon and Washington. Oh yeah, they got some real special for me as a Black woman in this hue. They have some real special foolishness.
Yeah.
You'd call them coffee no cream moments. Take it away, sister. It's your stage.
I just wanted to say hi because you gave me a shout out and I was like, hi, you know. I mean, I could talk about my channel all day. I mean, but I think the biggest thing, because I've only been on YouTube since I launched on May 14th of 25. So what is that? 4 months? It took me.
And she's got 4,000 subscribers, y'all. 4,000 subscribers. I
Well,
have 1,300 subscribers.
Well, let me just say what happened, just because, you know, it's real easy to get into the comparison mode, right? I don't have a background in this, you know, but I do have a background in marketing and advertising. That's where my base is. Okay, let me just start with that. So putting together thumbnails and doing creative things like that, and even being able to be on a microphone based on my background. I have a journalism degree. I've done voiceover work. Like all of that has helped me get to this point, right? But honestly, I'll just give you guys a couple things that with my humble experience, I will say, I think it's very important to niche down. Okay. You can go all over the place. You can do all of the things. But I think to get started, for YouTube to really figure out who you are so they can start serving you up to the right people, you need to niche down and figure out who you're talking to. And then if you want to branch out, because I have so many things I want to do with the podcast, but I'm just like, let me just get 1,000 subscribers first. And I thought that was going to take me a long time. But what also helped me is the format of my podcast. I'm interviewing people. And, you know, I've reached out to several people and they don't respond, or they say no and all this kind of stuff. And that's fine. I reached out to somebody, the girl that kind of took me over, because I had a video that hit, I think that video, I have a full episode that hit over 15,000 views. And I know, and I have
Wait a minute. Y'all, you've had a YouTube video.
Yeah.
It has had over 15,000 views.
But I've had a video that I clipped of that has over 60,000 views. Okay. So what I'm saying is I'm learning as I go.
Yeah.
Everybody doesn't want to watch the long episode, or they don't want to get to it. So my strategy has been to make a fuller episode, which is going to launch in about 50 minutes for today.
Every Wednesday, new episodes drop every Wednesday. Coffee No Cream Live.
And then I'm still trying to work out my when I'm going to do a clip, because the clip that I did off of this one episode went, you know, that's the one that kind of, I guess, went mini viral. But she came from TikTok, and at the time she has like 10,000. She just got monetized on TikTok.
Oh, wow.
The girl I'm having today, she has over 50,000 subscribers on TikTok. So I think that the niching down, tapping into people who are a little bit further ahead than you are, you know, maybe you're not going to get like somebody who has like 100,000 subscribers or 1 million subscribers. Like, who cares, right? Just, you know, tap into people who can, you know, you can tap in and niche down, and consistency, like and look at the numbers and figure it out. Like, I kind of had figured out that 4 o'clock on a Wednesday was better than putting it out in the morning.
Yeah.
But then I actually looked at the numbers and confirmed it. So
yeah,
it was really just that, you know. And then, you know, the day that I put that video out, that the 15,000 one, it was my birthday actually that day. And I put that video out, and
happy birthday, belated birthday.
Thank you. And I had my massage. I remember my birthday massage, and I came back And I was like, oh, it's not doing well, because it had only had like, I want to say like 16 views at that time.
Mhm.
And I had another video at that time that had gotten up to 1,000 views. So I was super excited. And like, you know, it's kind of like Michael Jackson Thriller. You're always going to be chasing a viral moment if you ever
Mhm.
have a viral moment.
That's
So
what they say.
yeah,
Yeah.
so you can't get yourself down about it. But anyway, I immediately, the video had been up for a couple of hours, and I use Claude. I don't use ChatGPT. I use Claude to do a lot of my helping me with my my descriptions
How
and
do you spell that?
Claude, CLAUDE.ai. Same thing as Chat. It's just a different AI engine. He's more
Okay.
creative, right? So same price structure. I pay for it, but I put that video out a couple hours. The thumbnail wasn't doing well. And then I just decided to change the thumbnail, and I came up with a thumbnail that worked.
Mm.
And
Yeah.
I spend time on my thumbnails, you know, and
Yeah.
that thumbnail just like helped. It I think it made all the difference. So I mean, that's my story. I think it was like a combination of a lot of things.
I agree with you. When you don't have a video that in your mind should take off, or views are low in comparison to your other content, then there's something wrong. And so
Yeah.
check your thumbnail, redo the thumbnail, just try a different one. Or try the title, the words next to the thumbnail, underneath the thumbnail, which we call the title. And there, do you need to add words to the thumbnail image? And let those words be different than, because you take the words that are on the image, the thumbnail, plus the title, which are the words next to the thumbnail or underneath, depending on how you're accessing YouTube, on the TV or on your mobile devices. Yo, there's something wrong, and you just need to fix it. If you change the thumbnail 9 times out of 10, that's gonna hit it. You just it's
But you don't have all day to change a thumbnail. Like, you need
right.
to watch the thumbnail for the first couple of hours and see, especially once you start posting more and you know that when I first started, I'd post and nobody would view it. It just wouldn't get seen. It'd be like 0 views. And now if I post it, within a minute, I'm going to have a view, right? Like, I know I'm going to have a view. So if after 2 hours I had 5 views, I would know there's a problem and I need to like fix it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. We have a question that came in from Claire. Claire is thinking about becoming a content creator. Claire asks you, and we'll let you take this, and I'll bring up the rear if needed. How much time do you spend on your YouTube channel, Coffee No Cream Live?
I spend a lot, and I'm getting a lot better at the time, because I have to tell you, because I do like talking head videos and I do interviews with people. So I use I don't use StreamYard, I use Riverside, and I record in Riverside, and you know, that takes the time it takes, right? I can't even like, I would say per week, mainly because I'm obsessed with it, because I'm new. That's a lot of time too, right? Just being obsessed. But I would say, I'm not gonna lie, I think about 8 hours a week. I mean, but I think that's high, you know, because I don't, but you know, I was just making a short, because I've got somebody with 50,000 views that's gonna be on today on TikTok. So I've got to keep up with that on TikTok, because she's powerful on TikTok. So I've got to push it because she can help me grow, right?
Absolutely.
So I have to I've got about 5 TikTok shorts out of this one video. So, you know, if it's something you want to do as a person who started 2 businesses and now a podcast, if it's something you want to do, then you find the time. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you just do what you need to do. And I'm fully monetized, and I'll be honest, like, I have I don't know how much money you have, Kendi, but I have a whole like $116, you know,
I just became fully monetized. I have not yet received my YouTube check.
Oh,
But
it's not coming anytime soon because they do, and that's another thing.
okay.
They have to verify your address, they have to verify your identity.
Did that.
I'm waiting for snail mail for a code to
Got
come
my
to me.
code.
I
See, got
didn't get
my
my
code.
code, so I have no check. Yeah, I'm waiting on it. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
Mhm.
in anticipation, just over the last week, friends, because just from things I've heard now in the YouTube streets, don't know how accurate they are, but it made kind of sense in my mind. I just went into a whole new bank or credit union, but I ended up at a bank and just started a whole new account. I did everything associated with YouTube money. I just want sitting over
That's
here.
smart.
I
I'm
don't
gonna do
want it.
that.
I don't want it because KendyK uses a lot of banks anyway. You
Mhm.
diversify
Mhm.
your lean into that, y'all. Diversify. We in some strange times right now. Diversify where your money is. Uh, you know, so I just went to a whole new bank and started those accounts just here in the last week or so in anticipation of me getting my first YouTube check. And so think about that. You're dropping pro tips. And I will tell you, let me tell you what I think made you blow up. Number one, it's the relevance of your content.
Yes.
And you speak loudly and unapologetically for Black women and what we have to experience. Okay, because I could rattle off 5 coffee no cream
Oh
moments
yeah.
that just happened to me within the last 24 hours.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Mhm.
Okay, with you know, but I'm not gonna go there. But because you know, sometimes you just cannot. I just you know because YouTube is my playground and I'm having fun over here on YouTube. But I think what has really helped you beyond your A1 content that you deliver consistently on Wednesday. You're going to get new content from Coffee No Cream Live every Wednesday. But your how you utilize social media beyond YouTube. You have a very strong following on Facebook. Tell us about your other social medias. And do you feel like that has had a great impact on your YouTube growth? Tell us what you think. That's what I think.
I
But because I don't use any other social medias. So
I
tell
need
us.
to I need to look at the analytics more. I did start a Facebook group, which is another thing that's like, oh my God, people are actually joining it. Um, so and they're not talking in it so much. So I'm trying to talk in it, but that's a really good way to build your audience too. I say this to all my clients because my real job is I have a web agency, right? So you
Yeah,
know,
she is a small business owner, woman owned and Black
yes,
owned.
Black owned. And you
And
know,
winning as a
thank
business
you.
owner.
When an email address is the most important.
My pleasure, sister.
Yeah,
You're nothing short of
definitely.
amazing. The
Um,
world needs to see your face.
thank you. An email address is the most important subscriber you can ever have. So if it were me starting out, and I'm about to start doing free things, we're launching like a resource library. Like there's these things that I'm doing, right?
Mm-hmm.
But my goal is to collect email addresses because when YouTube doesn't push your stuff out the way you want, when Instagram shows you no love, when TikTok is acting funny because they all will, you're going to need a way to talk to your audience. And an email address is almost like somebody's like, "Hey, I've raised my hand. I want to talk to this person more, I want to hear more." So you definitely want to figure out how to collect email addresses, and none of those platforms will give you an email address. So you need to figure out a way to get people to your website or somewhere so you can get an email address. So I'm working on ways to collect email addresses. There's so many moving parts and I'm excited about it. So the woman who asked me about how much time, I'm I'm in love with this right now. So a lot of time. I'm sure it'll slow down as far as my time commitment goes, but I just have so many ideas and things I'm trying to do. At the same time, I have to keep the lights on, so I can't just be completely um absorbed with this. But yeah, quite a bit of time because I see this I see it far down the road, like kind of what I'm going to try to do and how I'm going to grow it and grow this as a community as opposed to just a channel. Like I have a bigger purpose and goal with it. So
well, congratulations on your rise to superstardom, and I speak that over your channel, and
thank you.
God has already anointed it, because look at the growth, 300 or so subscribers in May when you started the channel.
Not in May. I think in May I had 80.
Wow.
Yeah.
When did we do the interview?
I don't know. I'd have to look, but
I don't know. It seems a long time ago. Because
early July, maybe?
Yeah, I think it might have been early July.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And now has over 4,000, made 4,000 views plus today.
And it's crazy. I think I got 3,700 views in the last 3,000 subscribers in the last 28 days. Like it's, you know what I'm saying? So when it happens, it just sort of happens fast, but it's slowed down.
You be ready for it. Yeah, I think as far as the time thing, YouTube is, I am only a part-time creator. I'm still full-time in the workforce, y'all.
Yeah.
I am solo dolo over here. And now I told y'all the boy has come home and said he's going to stay with me this year instead of staying at his daddy's house. He's a third-year college student. So, he's eating me out of house and home, just to be honest with you. But that's okay, because he's mine. He's mine. Mm-hmm. But y'all, friends, I'm a full-time employee in the workforce, okay? As a 49-year-old woman turning 50 in October. But y'all, so technically I'm a part-time content creator, but it feels like I am a full-time content creator with the time commitment. It feels like a second full-time job is what I'm trying to say. And so, but it is still my playground. I love YouTube. I love meeting amazing folks like Coffee No Cream Live. And I keep saying the name of her channel because when we do, our devices are listening to us, including YouTube. And it just keeps her in the algorithm. And I just wish everything that is good and great to you and your channel and to your businesses. You are rocking your businesses as a woman-owned and small business owner, and just keep growing, and promise that you'll come back and check in again. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me again.
Thank you for being with us. Stay in the chat if you want. Come down if you want. You do whatever you want, because you are greatness personified. Y'all, welcome. Thank y'all for rocking and riding with us. This is KendyK all day. Can y'all believe this, friends? Something else that Coffee No Cream Live. And let me just say this. We have two, if you're familiar with KendyK all day. Y'all, thank you for rocking and riding with us. I'm trying to put everyone up on the board so that you know that I see you in that chat. Thank you. Continue to connect. Coffee No Cream Live. Make sure that you drop the keyword, and I'm dropping it right now so that you will see what that keyword is, so that you can drop a quick link to your channel just by dropping that keyword in the chat. Do that repeatedly every minute or so. That is how you connect, collaborate, and folks can connect with your channel. If you liked what Low Carb Queen was talking about, if you like what Coffee No Cream Live was talking about, and if you like what Mary's life journey was talking about, y'all, please connect with those channels, and you know what to do, because we real grown over here, right? We don't need to give folks reminders. We don't need to tell folks, don't say these words, don't say this, don't say that. We don't have to do none of that. We real grown, and we know what we like. And if we like it, we're going to support it. Amen. That part. Y'all, we want to thank these members. Soul Session came back to KendyK's crew. Yes, Soul Session was gifted a membership. When I opened up membership, a kind human gifted her a membership, and now she's back and has become a paid member of KendyK's crew. Welcome in, Soul Session. Welcome in. Low Carb Queen also became a paid member during this live stream of KendyK's crew. Look forward to having you at our September crew member bash, where all the prizes go to members of KendyK's crew. just because I want to say thank you. And just because y'all, KendyK, in these real streets, y'all, outside of YouTube, I'm a giver. I give people beautiful gifts just because why not? Why not just be a kind human? Why not? Right? We got a lot of hate in these YouTube streets. Why not just spread joy? Right? And one way you can spread joy is by gifting memberships to KendyK's crew and to other channels. And we thank Harjareen Annette. This is not the first time Harjareen Annette has gifted memberships to KendyK's crew. Y'all, they're just 99 cents. So hit that join button and become a member of KendyK's crew. 5 members became a member thanks to the kindness, the sheer kindness of Harjareen Annette. And Soul Session also was just a kind human. Thank you all for gifting memberships to KendyK's crew. Y'all, let's just finish up. Let's talk about, it's a new month. It's the month of September. And so let's just talk about ways that we, some of our goals for our channel. Y'all, I told you, I'm on the road to 5K. KendyK is on the road to 5K. That is 5,000 subscribers and 5,000 watch hours to go with it. Y'all, I will tell you that I would not believe it, but it has happened. I am now a fully monetized channel with over 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 documented watch hours based on my long format content and my live streams. And friends, I had 12,000 views in the last month. Did y'all just hear Coffee No Cream talk about having that many views on one of her videos because of her consistency and because of the value of her content in these Coffee No Cream moments for women of color, Black women with a capital B. Yes, yes, and yes. Y'all, let's keep going. I'm just showing you, y'all, because, well, let me go back. Nope, I need to go back. I need to be even more transparent, friends. Last August of 2024, I only had 6,300 views on my channel for the month of August. In the month of August 2025, I now had 12,000. And this is not the biggest month that I've had on YouTube. It is not. It was low. And I think it was low in general for not just me as a content creator, but for others as well. Because friends are trying to do last vacations. It's hot. Folks want to be outside in the pool and not in, binge watching TV. I think as the months go colder, views increase. That's what I saw in 2024. I hope that's what I'm going to see as we move into the fall months. Y'all, that's part of me being transparent and just showing you what it's like for a new and small content creator who's now fully monetized, but there's still so much for me to learn and for us to grow. So I'll just keep going through these so that you can think about channel goals for your own channel. Write the vision. Y'all, it's important that your words coming out of your mouth have power. So I invite you to speak your goals into the atmosphere, in your home, into your content creation studio, your space, wherever you're creating your YouTube content, and then to put those goals into writing. I have put my goals into my creator journal that I purchased with intentionality to support Mary's life journey as a woman-owned channel, as a content creator in these YouTube streets like myself. I did that with intention. And this is what the YouTube Studio Analytics showed me for the month of August. It just gives you a summary overview for your channel. It says not only did people watch, but they watched a lot of your most recent content that I put out in the form of long format videos and live streams. That's where 63% of the views that I got in August came from, my most recent content. And then for some reason, folks were only interested in the content I put out in between the months of March and July, only about 5% of the time. So I wonder, was I doing something wrong with that content? Do I need to go back and look at thumbnails, hashtags, tags, titles, etc.? I'm going to do that because, but they went back to some of the older content, which is a good, y'all, 31%. Y'all, that is a significant amount of folks who are enjoying some of my older contents from 6 months ago or better. That means I've got a lot of evergreen content out there. And if we look at these two numbers together, that is 36% of folks are watching that good evergreen content. That's how you know that it's evergreen, because folks are still watching it. So I am doing some things right. Is there room for growth? Yes, yes, and yes. So I love that they like my recent content, because that means I'm getting better as I work in these YouTube streets. But I've got to keep making it better, and I need to go back to some of that content that I created between January 2024 and December 2024, and make sure that I am using all the things I've learned about YouTube and using ChatGPT to help me retitle, create new thumbnails, make playlists so that we can loop things together, all of the things. Y'all, thank you for rocking and riding with me. This is a KendyK all day, and I am being intentional to drop my channel link so that friends can connect with me. If you are a new content creator in these YouTube streets, if you're a small content creator in these YouTube streets. Hey, friends, I've got some new friends. Model Lori Ann in the building. Welcome in, Model Lori Ann. Now, Model Lori Ann, thank you. I tend to like everything that Model Ann, Lori Ann says, my friend from the Pacific Northwest, because she's a model. My goodness, y'all, she knows all about fashion, as does Mary's Life Journey. 10 out of 10, highly recommend both of those channels to you. And you're the second person to tell me that I look great in yellow. That's why yellow is my signature color. Thank you for that compliment, Lori Ann. I appreciate that, friend. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Appreciate you. And Model Lori Ann, let's set up an interview soon, y'all, if you're interested. So I do mini interviews, and that is what you just saw with Coffee No Cream Live, and also with the Lower Carb Queen. You saw a mini interview, and Mary's Life Journey also did a mini interview. Y'all, I wanted to give them as much space as possible during this channel, this episode of Shop Talk, where we just talk shop as content creators. Every episode of Shop Talk is a live question and answer. Yes, yes. So if you're interested in a more in-depth interview, such as what I did for Coffee and Conversations, I call my long interviews, and y'all, they are long because they are at least 1.5 hours all the way up to 2 hours. I had recently had Joe's Sleep and Slim Down journey for over to KendyK's Kitchen for Coffee and Conversations. It is a virtual interview space for really just to help you grow your channel. And because y'all, I will only interview you for Coffee and Conversations as a content creator, because not all of my interviews are with content creators. I will tell you that. If I see you doing something interesting, purposeful in the world that the world that is YouTube should know about, I will interview you as well. You don't have to be a content creator to join me for an extended interview. But I have to believe in who and what you are. And as a content creator, I have to believe in your channel. And if I don't, yeah, those are the only interviews I give for Coffee and Conversations are channels that I believe in, channels where I have hit subscribe. And just so you know, feel free to email me. If you go to my channel homepage, you look all the way at the bottom, you'll be able to find my email address there, and just email me and let me know, and I will start that process with you. We are now booking through the end of September and early October. We'll have fewer interviews in October because that's KendyK's birthday month, unless of course I might be persuaded to do interviews with friends in October if your birthday happens to be in October, and if I believe in your channel, and if I'm subscribed to your channel of friends, because I don't want to push out I don't recommend channels that I don't believe in, and because there's a lot of foolishness in these YouTube streets, if you know what I mean. Y'all, let's keep going. Let's keep moving forward. We are looking at September. It's a new month. So let's look at new channel goals for the month of September and beyond. and beyond. Y'all, let's take a back look at pound cake, y'all. Since in the last few episodes of Shop Talk, you know that we've done some updates to the 7-Up pound cake video that was first posted in August of 2024, August 11th, 2024. That pound cake video in August of 2025 is now 1 year old. And friends, it continues to be one of my top producers as a long format video at 25 minutes long. If you look, I don't know how much of this you can see, but if you look here closely, you will, this is what it kind of, I pulled several things from YouTube Studio and put them all on this one slide. So one thing is that I have a click-through rate based on this brand new thumbnail. So the video was 1 year old. I wanted to keep eyes on the video and hopefully folks clicking on the thumbnail. So I updated the thumbnail and I added the words of 7-Up pound cake to it. It has some little stars to it. It's got a can of 7-Up on it. Looks 100% better, if not more. And now it has a click-through rate of 4.8%. What does that mean? Click-through rate means how many people out of 100 who saw that impression, your thumbnail is an impression, and decided to click. How many out of 100 people? For every 100 people, what percent clicked? 4.8%. So almost 5 out of every 100 people who saw this thumbnail clicked for whatever reasons. The title and the thumbnail worked and they're clicking. YouTube considers a click-through rate between 2 and 8% as a really strong thumbnail. Okay, anything above 5 is a great click-through rate. But anything, usually you're, as a new content creator, you're trying to get to 2%. You're trying to get to 2 or 3% as a click-through rate. And that particular video has a click-through rate of 4.8. And I do have thumbnails that have larger click-through rates, some even over 10%. And I need to share some of those in a video. Y'all, 60 and Sophie, 60 plus, and Sophie is a new content creator, and she is a cooker and a baker. And y'all, friends, love her. Subscribe. KendyK is a subscriber, and so 60 plus and Sophie has created and made KendyK's 7-Up pound cake, and she made her own version of that, and that pound cake was beautiful, by the way. 60 plus and Sophie, y'all. So because of the reworks on that, this video continues to gain powerful watch hours for me, 165 watch hours and counting. And y'all, so if you look at the red line here, so these watch hours may seem like they are down. Oh no, these watch hours may seem like they're down because, y'all, every 365 days, you lose the watch hours and they start over again. That's what I'm trying to say. Sorry. I think I said that all wrong. But anyway, but look at the graph here. If all you can see is the graph, this graph, and I put a red line over it, shows typically where my views are on videos. That's what that graph shows. Typically where my views are on videos. And as you can see by the green line above it, that's the trajectory of how the pound cake video has grown in the last 365 days. That part. It is clearly a rising star for my content. And that's why you always see me talking about the pound cake video, because had it not been for that doggone pound cake video, y'all, I probably would not have continued on with my channel. I just wasn't getting the views. I wasn't gaining subscribers. I'm like, what can I do? All right. And man, I think it just had a lot to do with, folks just like homemade pound cake. They like homemade. They like desserts. Who doesn't like desserts, even if they're not good for us? Everybody likes desserts, even if they just want to see the pictures of the desserts. It just all worked. The 60 plus and Sophie just made used my pound cake recipe, and you can find that pound cake recipe in the video. Y'all, She said she did the cake and it was gone within the hour. And she said her family typically requests her red velvet cake. See, I'm telling y'all, when I watch your content, I watch your content, friends. And not only did 60 Plus and Sophie make KendyK's pound cake recipe, she did it live as a live stream. And y'all wanted to keep logging off. Like she kept saying, okay, I'm going to end the live. And I said, what, friend? You've got friends in here chatting it up with you. Please don't end your live stream, y'all. Keep chatting, keep talking, because for every minute, that was a question that came in through the chat. We had lots of good questions that needed answering today from content creators or people who are considering becoming content creators. And one of those questions from earlier, someone says they follow all three of the Low Carb Queens channels. Life Her Way, LMM. Welcome in, friend. Welcome in. Thank you for joining us for episode 24 of Shop Talk. Y'all, this was a lunch and learn edition. And y'all probably are like, girl, it's almost time for me to go home. This is not a lunch and learn. Y'all, I work on the West Coast. And so it is the lunchtime on the West Coast. That's 2 hours behind, 3 hours behind Eastern Standard Time. And so it is a lunch and learn somewhere in the world, right? And right. Joe Sleep and Slim Down Journey has joined me for coffee and conversations. Joe, we need to plan an interview of you for coffee and conversations. You joined me. You co-hosted a stream with me. You did a Sunday morning stream with me. I'll never forget it, because you are one to watch in these YouTube streets as well. Channel views, subscriber views, just going up, 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 and up. I love supporting new content creators, particularly those, y'all. We are only limited by the limits of your creativity, friend. You're not in competition with anyone that you see in the chat, that you've seen up on the stage today, because only you can be you in these YouTube streets. Pro tip, show up authentically, and then you won't have to be someone that you're not. Just show up as yourself all the time. Yeah, that part. Thank you all so much. Love it, love it, love it, love it. Low Carb Queen is yeah, I was in Bible study with Pastor Kim, otherwise known as the Low Carb Queen, just last night, Tuesday nights. Yeah, join Pastor Kim on Tuesday nights on her second or third channel, one of her three channels for Bible study. Great Bible study. Thank you. Yeah, Low Carb Queen confirms it that Joe Sleep and Slim Down Journey, who is chronicling her journey with GLP-1s and weight loss journey. Yeah, you're going to be a global sensation. I predict that. Y'all, let's look at some more of my goals so that we can get ready to come down from this place. Y'all, I now have greater. Y'all, we added 10, 11, 12 members of KendyK's crew. So what is 39 plus 12? Y'all, I think that is a 42, 52. Y'all, all I wanted was to get 50 members of KendyK's crew for September. And y'all, today is September the 3rd, and we've already surpassed the goal. The goal was just to get 50 paid members of KendyK's crew. And so whether someone paid for their membership and paid it forward and gifted memberships to others, or paid for their membership, we now have 52 members of KendyK's crew. Y'all, thank you. That makes me so just plumb pleased for the performance. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Y'all, I appreciated you, because in the last month, we increased by 20 members of KendyK's crew. This is only my second subscriber party that we had for the month of August, and we did it on September the 1st, the crew party. And y'all, at that time, we just had 20 members of KendyK's crew. And now we have, as of this morning, we had 39. And as of this moment, this afternoon, we have 52 members of KendyK's crew. If you were gifted a membership during this live stream, please know that is good for 30 days. And if you want to continue your membership, you will need to, before the 31st day, you will need to hit the join button. That's how you become a paid member of KendyK's crew. Hit the join button, and membership is just 99 cents, y'all, because I want to learn about the membership process. Not so sure I'm going to continue having memberships, but in this real time, I know that I'm going to continue with memberships through the end of December, just so I can learn. I learn by doing as a woman of a particular age. And so that's what I'm doing. I'm trying to learn all that I can about memberships as well. Friends are connecting and offering congratulations, not to me, but to other content creators as well. 60 plus and Sophie. Oh my goodness. Welcome, friends. Welcome as one of the newest members of KendyK's crew. It's KendyK's crew with a K, where we let the good times roll. Welcome in, friends. Welcome in. Thank you all so much. Harjareen, you started it all today by gifting 5 memberships, just as a kind human. What a way to support and encourage content creators just like myself, and just like all those who are gathered here in the chat, and even those friends who are interested in becoming a content creator. Yeah, I don't think we ever got that chat to work. It just did not work. So welcome in. Low Carb Queen also became a paid member of KendyK's crew during this live stream. Welcome, Low Carb Queen. And still, you're always going to be my friend. And thank you for joining KendyK's crew, y'all. Thank you so much. Let's just keep going forward, and because I want to talk about goals, and so that you can think about goals that you have for your channel for the month of September. 92% of the viewers to my channel were new, and so KendyK has done way more live streams this month. I'm not sure. I'll have to go back in the analytics into YouTube Studio. I'll have to go into the advanced analytics of YouTube Studio and see how many live streams I did during the month of July, how many live streams I did during the month of August. And, but anyway, in the month of August, 92% of the viewers who gave me those 12,000 views were new viewers who had never been to my channel. And only 8% are returning viewers. So returning viewers are viewers who just keep watching your content, come back. They watch one video with you, and then they come back and watch something else, be it a video, a live stream, or something else. Only 8% are returning. And so they could be viewers, and they could be viewers that you've converted to subscribers. That number, I said, KendyK. So the goal, my SMART goal, my actionable SMART goal is to increase my number of returning viewers by 20%. So I want that number to be 28% or higher. And y'all, YouTube has different things. We'll talk about it as the month goes on, as I check in with you on my SMART goals. Y'all are going to help to keep me accountable to my SMART goals. And one way we can do that is through our Shop Talk episodes. Thank you for joining me for episode 24 of Shop Talk. It's a new month, so we're talking about new September channel goals, not just for my channel, but for yours as well. So that is one of the big goals, is I want to increase my number of returning viewers. Absolutely. But it really doesn't matter as far as watch hours. And lots of people are subscribers. In fact, I have almost 1,400 subscribers. But friends, I want those subscribers to come back and keep viewing the content. Y'all, it's free to become a subscriber. So you can subscribe to folks all day long, but we want them to subscribe because it establishes that relationship, and we hope that they will become regular viewers of KendyK all day. Y'all, I hope this is super informative to you. Y'all, what we do in Shop Talk is there is no one person who knows it all, and KendyK certainly does not know it all. What KendyK did is I was looking for new ways to grow my channel, and I was trying to reach the full level of monetization with 4,000 watch hours based on long format videos and live streams. And so this came to me that what I liked, and let me tell you, what I liked in Chip and the Are You Locked In crew, and what I liked in Duran and Deb in the Source Network, is that they created safe spaces in these YouTube streets. And so this is just another safe space, but I did it with a twist. I said, hey, they're talking about a lot of these things, but who's kind of teaching about it? Who's taking folks through it step by step? And that is what my goal was with Shop Talk, our content creator maker space, where we connect, we collaborate, we learn, and we grow. Every episode is a live Q&A as YouTube content creators of any size, I want to thank all the members of KendyK's crew, to the mods who have been a part of this stream. Y'all, thank you all. Thank you all. Hold on just a second. You got it. I always try to make sure, that's a pro tip as well. I make sure that I have lots of things to sip on, because y'all, your throat can get very dry. I cannot believe we have advanced to 52 subscribers as members, not subscribers, 52 members of KendyK's crew. And friends, you're going to hear this for the first time. I've got another win. Remember, I've been talking about we're on the road to 5K, and that road to 5K had 2 parts to it, friends. The 2 parts on the road to 5K is that KendyK is seeking 5,000 subscribers and 5,000 watch hours to go with it. Friends, KendyK, y'all, because of you, we've done it. We have reached 5,000 watch hours. So all we need is 5,000 subscribers to go with it. Y'all, thank you. Thank you, friends. Thank you for, y'all, friends are watching this channel. Friends are watching this channel. Whether you watch it in the live stream and you're actively chatting or commenting or just hitting the stars, I appreciate every piece of engagement, because that sends it out into the algorithm to a wider viewing audience. The supercomputers just respond to the number of engagement, the parts of engagement per meal per 1,000 subscribers in real time. And y'all, I thank you all for being here. We're on the road to 5K, y'all. We've met that 5,000 watch hours that I was hoping for. That I told you it would get us to and through monetization, and we are fully monetized on KendyK's crew now. Haven't yet got my first YouTube check yet, but I'm expecting it sometime at the end of December. So we shall see. We shall see, y'all. Thanks for rocking and riding with me. Now we're on the road to 5,000 subscribers and additional members of KendyK's crew. Just to reiterate, it does not cost you a thing to become a subscriber of KendyK all day. All you have to do is hit that red subscribe button. Let me drop my channel link so that it's right there in the chat in case you want to become a subscriber to KendyK all day. Y'all, thank you all so much. Thank you, new member, the Soul Session. And we want to thank the Soul Session for gifting 5 memberships to KendyK's crew. 5 lucky people across my channel, not just in this live stream. YouTube bases that on engagement. I can't hand out the gift memberships. I can't determine who will get them. YouTube determines who gets the gift memberships, and it is all based on your level of engagement. How long you've been watching KendyK content, how much you engage in the chat, how much you hit the hearts, all the things. Watch playlists, all levels of engagement is what they use, and they just give them out in the order of those who are most engaged get the free memberships. We want to thank Harjareen Annette Harjarina Nat, can I just tell you, I'm so glad to have met you in these YouTube streets. And I'm absolutely positive that it was the low carb queen, one of our mutual friends in the YouTube streets, who introduced me to you. That's how I became familiar with your channel, friend. And we want to thank Low Carb Queen for becoming a member of KendyK's crew. That's crew with a K. We want to thank 60 and Sophie, who is now a member of KendyK's crew. Y'all, thanks for rocking and riding with me. I've got to go back because it's just now almost 2 o'clock on the West Coast, and I've got to finish my workday. Y'all, thanks for rocking and riding with me. This is a KendyK all day. Goodbye for now.